Like it was Cody's stupid spots. He got battered by Cena for a while. Cena again, he did all of his 5 moves of doom, which again, I mean, it works as a heel really well. I mean, it's shocking.
It actually would suit him better as a heel, yeah.
It's shocking that he was ever a face because his entire wrestling setup is being a heel. It works so well. It works so well.
Look at the history of WWE. The number one way to make yourself the biggest babyface in the world is to just be a heel, but talk like a face. Like, look at Hulk Hogan. You ever watch his matches? He's an absolute heel. He cheats his way through them. He like scrabs people on the back. He like his whole scrabbing thing. Like Moxley does that as a heel heat thing. Hogan was doing it as like big baby face. You know?
That's a very good point. That's a very, very good point. And The Rock's the same. I mean, all of The Rock, we've talked about this before, all The Rock's mannerisms and moveset are heel based. Scotty the Hottie doing the worm. It's like these are supposed to be bad things that people cheer. And like Cena's now more over than he's ever been with like a lot of the audience. Like the audience isn't really booing him anymore, like aggressively. They're more like, yeah, give it to us, you know?
It was actually, if in terms of like keeping his own popularity high, it was genius.
It really was. But you know, when you watch him wrestle in the ring, like everything he's doing works so much better because it's like, yeah, you only have about 5 moves and you're just doing them over and over again and you're insulting Cody with this. But I think where this falls down, and it really does show you what a bad, and look, you can say, oh, Dara, you hate Cody. I do. I really, really do. But I'm trying to be objective, right? He just looks so weak. Like Cody Rhodes will go down in history as one of the weakest world champions ever. I don't think he'll ever get the belt again. I really don't. He looks so weak.
I don't know, because he's such a good company man.
But dude, what I'm saying to you is they have the company man. The company man is Randy Orton. The company man is Logan Paul. The company man is...
Oh, you God.
No, listen. I know what I said. But at least Logan Paul can actually go in and work.
Like Orton's on the way out.
Yeah, but look, and then Braun Breaker is going to be the next big guy. Within a year, Braun Breaker's winning that title. 100%.
Breaker, I could
100% Braun Breaker. He also did over WrestleMania weekend, and obviously also he did the TNA promo that his dad cut.
Oh, the
Steiner mat.
Steiner mat.
Yeah, yes. Brilliant. It was fantastic. So look, but Braun Breaker, I can see, getting there within a year. Cody's time has come and gone. He just looks so weak in that main event. I mean, look, it
was really bad. So for anyone who hasn't, although
go on, I'll let you do play by play. Go on.
Yeah, I doubt anyone hasn't seen it, or anyone who's listening to us hasn't seen it. Nobody's searching for Gardner's World and come across the Wrestling Rewind and decided to stick around. But Travis Scott or Scott Travis, I can't remember which it is.
But if they did, welcome. Please stay, subscribe.
Welcome, yeah. There will be gardening tips at some stage. So he's a big rapper, and he'd come out with The Rock earlier in the year to kind of ambush Cody or whatever. It was actually a bit of a controversy around it because he didn't do it like a shoot, like a kayfabe punch, like he punched him in the side of the ear. Did he like burst his eardrum or something mental?
Yeah, he like burst his eardrum and gave him a black eye.
Properly, like he was supposed to go in there and like hold him down while The Rock whipped Cody with a belt. But for some reason, he just drew back and properly socked him.
Well, I think the reason might be all the sage that he had.
He did. So for the gardeners listening, we promised you there would be gardening tips. Yeah, anyone who has a particularly large, warm, energy draining greenhouse grows one particular type of plant might know why he didn't quite understand the instructions he had. But anyway, he came out at the main event and provided a whole distraction, and then I can see what they were going for. They were going for the one of the best WrestleMania moments ever. Roddy Piper and Bret Hart for the Intercontinental title, where Piper goes into the match as a face, but like the established, well-known guy, and Bret also goes into the match as a face, but kind of as the young, up-and-coming guy. And over the course of the match, Roddy kind of realizes bit by bit that Bret has his number, that he's a better wrestler. So at one stage, he grabs the ring bell and he holds it over his head. The referee's knocked out. He holds it over his head, and he's trying to decide whether or not to hit Bret with it. Is he going to retain his title but like lose his character, or is he going to, probably lose the match but kind of, keep himself as a face, keep his character? And it's a genuinely unbelievable moment. I think it might be. Is it WrestleMania 5? That is.
I think it's WrestleMania 5, yeah.
Yeah. It's an unbelievable moment. It's well worth watching. That's what they were going for. And it was just the Timu version of it.
So what basically happened was there was the referee bump. The belt was in the ring. Cena picks up the belt, gets the belt off Cody. Cody's going to hit him with it. And then Cena begs him to not do it. Cena then hits him with a low blow and then gets the win. And it just makes Cody look like such a goober, and that's the only word to use it, because like he wasn't in the wrong. He didn't introduce the title. He wasn't cheating to win. It made no sense. You've talked about this in AEW where Cody refused to turn heel and would do stupid stuff in spite of himself. This feels very much like when he lost that match where he could never challenge for the title again, and hamstrung him for his entire run in AEW, and he had to leave because of it.
Well, because he wouldn't turn heel. He could have just turned heel and said, "My promises don't mean anything."
No, exactly. But this is very much the same here, where it's like, if you had hit Cena with the belt, nobody would have booed you for that except me. I would have booed you viciously.
You would have booed him if he'd melted down the belt and donated the money to Trokra. You would have booed him.
I would boo Cody Rhodes no matter what. Now, Stardust, can't wait for him to come back.
Cody would pull a drowning Dara out of a lake and Dara would be booing him.
Yeah, well, if they played his team music, I'd go, whoa, and then proceed to boo him again. Because that is a lot of fun, I'm not going to lie. But so he had nothing really to gain from not doing that. But by not doing it, it just makes him look, one, incredibly weak, two, very dumb, and three, someone who didn't want to actually win, because he could have won.
Yeah.
And then John Cena hits him, and it wasn't even like it was that dastardly, it was just a belt shot. I mean, how many times have you seen that happen? Loads of times. Now, I think what people are really annoyed about this is, and particularly the live crowd, the last time Travis Scott, now again, I don't care to know if that's his name or not. It could be Scott Travis or Travis Scott. I don't really care. We're not the demographic. We're not that age group.
Could be Scavus Trot for all we know.
We don't know. The fellow who takes the hardcore belt out, which admittedly actually is very, very cool, but I wish that was a real belt instead of, whatever. Anyway, so he comes out, and the last time that happened, The Rock followed him, right? So I think everybody was expecting The Rock to come out, right? So there was this weird bit in it where everyone cheers Travis Scott because they think The Rock's coming out.
Yeah.
And then The Rock doesn't come out. He just walks out, and he's like 100 pounds, 150 pounds soaking wet. And he tries to throw a punch, and like Cody blocks it this time because he sees it coming from space. And then he hits him with the crossroads. Which, to be fair, was a pretty nice crossroads.
I was going to say, at least he took that.
Yeah, and he took it quite well. But like,
there is, particularly with the crossroads, there is a hefty amount of cooperation required.
Oh yeah, no, you really have to be willing to take that. You can't resist it anyway.
I'd say they were monitoring his sage intake.
But so I kind of like that, but also I get why people were annoyed. I see, like, the Travis Scott thing they had to do, but he also didn't. It's like Why didn't you just